Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Supposedly Wonderful Future. And the future, I have to say, guys, is pretty dark. We appeared here in this house. There's two people currently inside that we're aware of. One is Mitty, who's a very friendly little girl who seems to be infected with some sort of disease, kind of like grayscale. And then across the way is Mitty's mother, who seems perpetually depressed and downtrodden about something. So we've been going back and forth between the two. Mitty made a cake for her mother, and we went ahead and delivered that to her mother, and her mother got very emotional, so it didn't go the way Mitty planned. And now we've got to go ahead and break the bad news to her. Let's see if she's still there. Yep, there she is. Now, there was actually one thing I did want to point out that I just completely spaced. Check this out. On the calendars, the year is actually blacked out. So we've got May and then like a piece of electrical tape over it, or marker. And the clock says 0000 AM. So we don't know exactly what year it is or what time it is. So that's another kind of strange aspect to this. Hello again. Hey, Mitty. Good news. I gave the cake to your mommy. Really? She took it? That's awesome. Did she like it? I don't know. She was reluctant, but then she got very emotional. Will she come to play now? I don't think so, Mitty. I'm sorry. Your mommy looks very preoccupied with something. Well, I knew it wouldn't be enough, so I made another gift. Wow, you are a very resourceful girl, you know that? It's a very special gift this time. Something that can help Mommy's troubles. Here. Girl excitedly passes you another round box. Inside you find cutout drawings of what appear to be medical tools and supplies. Bandages, thermometers, syringes, a stethoscope, and even a scalpel. Oh, she made a little med kit. There's also another load of shredded paper, this time colored to resemble pills of some kind. Very special, is one way to put it. Oh. Are you playing doctor now? Yep. Mommy looks like she's in pain, so I made things that will help her. She can stitch her troubles with these tools, and if that won't be enough, there are pills there. Magical pills that can solve all your problems. I know pills like this exist. Mommy once told me about them. Ooh. You are very thoughtful. So, how is this going to work exactly? Like magic. Poof! And all the pain is gone. You really thought this one through, did you? Okay, I'll do it. Thanks. You're a real friend. Well, this can't blow up in our face now, can it? The doctor is in. See if anything changes here. Nada? Do you need something else? I've got something else for you. What? Your little girl has quite an imagination, lady. Here's an authentic doctor's kit designed specifically for you. You give the girl's second work to her mother. The woman absent-mindedly reaches out, but then her gaze falls upon the contents of the box, and her hand freezes in midair. She jerks, as if the gift slapped her across the face, and then suddenly lets out a howl. Why are you doing this to me? Stop! Stop! I beg you! What was it? Whoa, relax. It's just a kit. Oh, wait. That's probably not the right one. Calm down, lady. I'm not doing anything to you. I'm just passing along stuff made by your daughter. She's not my daughter. She's my mother. Excuse me, is there something I don't understand, or are you just messing with me? Just look at her. Get a closer look. She's no little girl. She's an abomination. Oh, man. Oh, fine. I'll humor you. But, no, that's not... What would I say here? All right, calm down. I'll do as you say. It's hard enough without you wailing and yelling. What a twist. Don't ever just be standing there in the room, getting all horror show. So has she been... I don't know. You strain your eyes as you approach Mitty, but the room is too damn dark to make out any details of her appearance. Annoyed by the constant lack of visibility, as well as a general lack of sense on the premises, you move toward the switch on the wall. Turn the lights on. Seconds later, an involuntary gasp escapes your mouth. Every bit of Mitty's skin is covered with liver spots and deep wrinkles. She looks grotesque, like a genetic experiment gone wrong, or Benjamin Button making a cameo in a horror movie. A realization dawns on you. There was nothing wrong with her voice. It just wasn't a little girl's voice. It was a voice of an old and very sick woman. Mitty, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm all right. Why? Your body's all wrinkled. You look like an old lady. That's because I'm ill at the moment. But it's nothing to worry about. I heard the doctor saying so. I heard it myself. The woman says you are her mother and not her daughter. Is that right? My mommy says so? That's a funny thing to say. What does it mean? I have no idea. I need to leave you for a moment, okay? Oh, what a twist. Okay, so it's not like grayscale. It's literally just liver spots and wrinkles. Well, now I think I know what the pill might be used for. Hello again. What? Is she really your mother? What happened to her? She's seriously ill. A late stage of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's? Isn't she a bit too stable and convincing for Alzheimer's? That's because it wasn't just Alzheimer's. We tried a surgery. They can heal all kinds of terminal illnesses these days. Well, not Alzheimer's yet, not officially. Still in a testing stage, but it's open for public if you're willing to risk it. They said there's 90% chance of success. That's as good as certain, right? And before the surgery, she wasn't a little girl before? No, she was just fading, not recognizing me, forgetting things, forgetting how to talk, drifting away. Well, then it was even worse, right? I mean, at least she's all cheerful and innocent now. No, it's more horrible than ever. She's delusional, and she acts like a kid. I hate kids. And I assume the surgery failed. Yes, it's beyond repair. The doctors don't know what went wrong and can't do anything about it. What kind of crazy surgery was that to have such side effects? Brain surgery. And they're not side effects, they're results of failure. What can you do with a lab rat when the experiment goes wrong? Throw it away. But why stop talking with her altogether? She may be delusional, but she's still your mother. No, I simply can't talk with her. It's a mockery. She's a kid, and I hate kids. And why would you hate kids? Because they are a burden. They scream and shout and poop and pee and get sick all the time. They destroy your health and damage your psyche. They bleed their parents and then throw them away. Wow. I'm feeling a bit repulsed right now, despite all your troubles. Yeah, it's true. You don't understand. The only reason why we raise kids is because we need to have someone replace us after death and keep the human race alive. But we're practically immortal now. We won't have to worry about kids much longer. So what are you going to do now? Nothing. I'll just sit. He said the man from the agency can help me, but there's nothing left to do. If he comes, I'll recommend him to sit down too. I found a strange pill in the living room, alongside a booklet about euthanasia. Do you know anything about it? Euthanasia? Well, I tried to get us a euthanasia pill, even to sneak one, but the doctors wouldn't let me. They have dozens of chemicals that can kill you peacefully, but they're very good at controlling who gets them. The agency said they can get me one, though. Their man will have a pill. I wonder how it got there. That pretty much seals the deal that we're the man. You tried to get one. You mean you want to euthanize your mother? I thought that might be the way, but I'll never be able to do it. How can you feed death to your own mother and then watch as she falls asleep forever? It's impossible. I'd rather sit here paralyzed till I fall asleep forever. Yeah, that would be much better. I need to think. I'll be back. Hell's bells. Okay. So I'm kind of curious. Oh, I can't click it now. Oh dear. Okay. The plot has thickened a bit. Gonna head in here. And I can't leave now, can I? And here's the front door. At least you think it is, considering that it looks bigger and more sturdy than the other doors around the apartment. It has some kind of electronic lock with a shiny red circle on it, which might be an indication that the door is locked. Still, leaving this place sounds like a sensible course of action, so it really shouldn't stop you from trying. No, it's really locked. You give the handle a good push and then a good pull, but whichever way it opens, right now it's firmly secured in place. Examine the lock more closely. The lock appears to be little more than a plain surface that probably acts as a sensor for a key card or some other electronic key, but you see nothing of the sort lying around. You place your thumb on the surface just in case it works with fingerprints, but the lock doesn't grace you with any kind of reaction. Alright, we're not going to try and force it open or anything. Not yet. I think we have a moral choice to do here. Anything? Okay. You approach Mitty again, but the initial shock wore off by now, and you notice that she may not be so unnaturally grotesque after all. She's just a very short person burdened by age and illness. She could probably pass for a stereotypical old granny if it wasn't for her cheerful girly behavior. Hello again. How are you holding up? I'm bored. Nothing happens. I wish I had your problems right now. Oh, I wouldn't mind. It's not so boring to be bored together. Mitty, how old are you? I'm 8. Why? You don't feel older? Like it's hard to move and you're tired all the time? And I do, but that's just because I'm sick. You always feel tired when you're sick, right? Do you remember anything from before? Before you and Mommy stopped talking, I mean? Of course I do. We used to talk and play a lot. I enjoyed it. Mommy is always so nice. She never treated me like a kid. I hate it when people treat you like a little kid. I'm not little. We'll talk to you later. Oh, did I... Whoop, there we go. Actually, got out of the game. Interesting. Well, I wonder if we have a choice. I don't want to give Mitty that pill. I really don't. Let's try to use all the other options available to us. We will try and break down the door. Why would anyone even have a door that can't be opened from the inside without a key? Oh, we can't even. Front door is locked. We don't have a choice in the matter. I would really like to have a choice in the matter. You don't have to do it yourself. Theoretically, what if I give your mother the pill? No, of course not. It doesn't matter who gives it to her, it's just wrong. But you have to decide something. No, never. I can't decide, I won't decide. I'll just sit here till it all works out by itself. Yes, it'll all work out in the end somehow. You can't just sit. You'll both die if you just sit. That would be the worst way. But why? Bad things happen when you try to do something. Nothing wrong will happen if I sit here. Look, just hear me out, okay? I know it's hard, and you're not even fully aware of your surroundings, but we need to talk it through. Yes? Oh, good, we get a choice here. I think you should go there and play along. Pretend like she's your daughter now. But I can't. She thinks she's a kid. I hate kids. She's not a kid. She's your mother. And she needs you, now more than ever. Isn't that what family is all about? What being family is all about? To help each other no matter what? But, no, please. It's too hard. It is hard. It's horribly, unbelievably hard. I think it'll be torture, and I can't even fathom how you feel, but it's a torture you need to endure together. Like a family. Please. Oh, I beg you, please. She would have been proud of you. A daughter that never abandoned her until the very end. Nobody could wish for a better daughter. Oh my God. I'll try. Thank you. Now, just be careful. Just take it one step at a time. The woman rises up from her stool with a huge effort and starts to slowly move toward the kitchen door, shaking badly but still maintaining her balance. You consider giving her a hand, but then conclude it might confuse and weaken her even more. Yeah, she's more infirm than her own mother. It seems to you that each step takes a year, that by the time she gets to the bedroom, you will be as old and wrinkled as her mother. Then again, after the talks about the future in your office, sudden change of scenery, and this place's emotional turmoil, your perception of time is too messed up to give it any credit. Okay. I need to check something. Okay, the pill's still there. I was very curious about that. And we can't... Let's see. You enter the bedroom just as the woman gets close enough for Mitty to notice her. The old lady's eyes light up. She makes an effort to jump off the bed in excitement like a real little girl would do, but her health quickly betrays her. She opts for a simple smile of recognition. Mommy! Hello, darling. Did you come to play? Yes. Oh, wow. This is so cool. I have so many games in mind. I don't know where to start. Listen, darling. Let's play a special game. What kind of game? The game of switching roles. You'll be my mother, and I'll be your daughter. Okay, that must be fun. But I'll be a good and happy mommy. I'm not going to cry. I'll play with my daughter all the time. Let's play and play and play. Wow, I feel like a great mommy already. That's because you are. I mean, you will be. The woman collapses on her knees, unable to hold the weight of her own body any longer, places her head on the old lady's lap and starts to shake with silent sobs, but then stops quickly and abruptly, as if it left with no energy to produce any movement at all. A paralyzing thought crosses your mind that she collapsed for good, or can collapse for good at any moment now. The powers of one broken middle-aged woman are nowhere near enough to hold this twisted experiment for any meaningful amount of time. But you wave this thought away with all your might. You must believe that you've done the right thing. You have to believe. But then the woman falls asleep and her breath gets steady, while the old lady leans a little forward and starts to stroke her new mother's hair, an affectionate and peaceful expression on her wrinkled face. You hear a faint clicking noise coming from somewhere in the hallway. It appears that something, or someone, has finally unlocked the front door. Wow, okay. I would like to think that we have made the right call here. Advertising euthanasia. What a sick joke. Mitty made these. Somehow it doesn't look so creepy now, but it doesn't look so funny either. Gonna double check and see if there's anything in the kitchen to grab. We will take the stool as our trophy. Nope. And the door is green now, I would assume. Yes, indeedy. I wonder if these shoes are going to be used anytime soon. If ever. This is what I was curious about, was this right here. Sometimes wishing for time to stand still is not such a bad idea. I wish this teddy was the heaviest thing this girl ever had to carry. I wish it so much right now. The front door is open. You're free to leave this place. Yes, please. I guess that was our first test. You walk through the door and out of the building to find that the world outside looks as dark and eerie as the 4 rooms from before. A silhouette of what appears to be Jackie nods and waves its hand toward a car so blurred it surely won't be able to take you anywhere. You take a seat anyway, and much to your surprise, the engine roars to life. Shadows of skyscrapers start to pass by behind the window, but all of them are just different variations of the mother-turned-daughter and daughter-turned-mother swirling in crazy dances, excited to welcome you into their household as a new family member. When the dimly lit house finally gives way to reality, you find yourself staring at a city skyline through a window wall, apparently at a high floor of some building. Jackie stands nearby, looking tense but much more composed and determined than she was back at your office. It appears she's ready to answer a lot of questions, and prepared that some of them won't be nice. Whatever happened to you was part of the plan. So I wasn't dreaming after all. No. Sorry. I imagine you're about to give me some explanation? Actually, I thought we could both do an equal amount of explaining. This way we can extract more value out of the first problem. Well, hold on. Something of the moment. What? You're joking. What kind of problem is that? A real kind. I should have expected something like this the moment I agreed to your sweet deal. You didn't know what to expect. That was part of the deal. But I promise it wasn't just to make you suffer. There is meaning behind this, and we're going to explore it. I thought you people were immortal here. How come the very first thing I had to deal with was a terminal illness case? not immortal, Michael. We simply possess technology to prevent aging and decrease the chances of most age-related diseases. When these diseases happen anyway, however, it's an entirely different story. We still bleed and suffer from injuries, can be shot or stabbed. Immortality might be a wrong word here altogether. Yet you didn't object to that word when recruiting me. Just like all of our media today, humanity likes to celebrate its achievements, and has every right to do so, in this particular case more than ever. However you call it, it's still a wonder. For the first time in history, we're able to cheat death. Was it even real? How did I appear in that house right when you pressed the button? How come you were with me before but not after? I programmed our time-traveling routes this way. The technology allows us to define destination very precisely. You appeared in that room and I appeared elsewhere. And then you closed the door and watched. Yes, I did. That part was for you alone to experience. But I'm helping you now. We'll get closure together. Ooh, okay. But why did you throw me there straight away? Why not explain things first? Because real problems don't wait till you finish a tutorial or pass a briefing. They come and punch you in the face and they stay with you until and unless you solve them. Why me? It was a job for a therapist. I write code for a living. Outsider's perspective. By knowing next to nothing about this time and place, you possess no bias and no prejudice. You have no idea how valuable it is to have an unbiased mind in a team. With years, we've come to appreciate that. It's like, but you lied to me. You said that all problems would be perfectly solvable. Yes, and that you can solve them with your mind, which is exactly what you did. I encouraged a sick and delusional game. That wasn't a solution. You gave closure to a woman who was so mentally paralyzed and overwhelmed she couldn't get up from her chair. This is a solution. You made a difference back there. Do you expect me to shrug this off? To wake up tomorrow and carry on like nothing's happened? No, but we expect you to keep functioning. And we really like you to unload emotional baggage between the problems, so you can face each one of them with a clear head. This reminds me of Blade Runner. Like after the missions. I know it's a big thing to ask, and it won't be easy, but the result is worth it. The help that you can bring this world is worth it. Is that everything? Almost. We just need to discuss what happened back in the house. Alright. Say what you have to say. Well, you already know the premise. At first, there was an old woman diagnosed with a late stage of Alzheimer's disease, and the newest medical advancements that could cure it, but it didn't work. And then it was her desperate daughter who asked the doctors for that last sad bit of help, to let her mother go peacefully. Yeah, that much she managed to tell me. But even in a society where euthanasia is officially allowed, you need to make sure there is no other option left. Physical healing made way for counseling. Different doctors came and tried helping her to cope. Then another specialist arrived to see if she could at least possess mental capacity to choose euthanasia in good conscience. She hadn't, of course. The pressure was becoming too much for the poor woman. Yet the status quo proved impossible to keep as well. She was slipping out of reality along with her mother. The tension had to be released, even if it meant making this decision for them. That's when I discovered the case and quickly picked it up. And so you called the man from the agency. Yes, and prepared a pill for you to find and possibly use. Placed it on her table right before you arrived. But why? I couldn't possibly make things more right than an entire group of medical professionals. I honestly believe you could. It's not just about your perspective, it's about little things. Being a professional is important, yet it's easy to forget what simple, genuine empathy can do. But you remembered. I'm really proud of how you handled this. Okay, guys, well, I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. We'll pick up the rest of our debrief here, and I guess we're going to go on to the next case afterward. That was a very interesting turn, and I guess we made the right call comparatively to what else we could do. So we will go ahead and end it here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.